internet, my cellular and my hotspot internet have just been dropping out. It was hard for me to get on, so I don't know if there's a cell tower down around here or what. I am also on a backup phone. I'll explain all that a little later. So hopefully tonight will go all right. I see Blaze over there. And a pile of people doing I don't know what, or a group of people. They all seem to be surrounding something. Let's walk over there and see what's up. Please. What's going on tonight?
I think it's like a church event.
Oh, church thing? Okay, that makes sense.
Ceremony. I don't know much. I'm just kind of watching the supplies at the moment.
Ah, were you down last night?
No, I went to a concert last night.
Oh, who'd you see?
Ghost.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the logo. I don't know the,
I don't know the music. I'm hoping a lot of people chat know what they are.
Metal?
Oh, yeah, they're kind of like, well, I guess it's kind of probably inappropriate right now, but they kind of related a bit and stuff.
Oh, fair enough. Blaze went and saw Ghost last night.
They're at the Nova. I'm not, I think one day I have a friend, so.
Yeah, you have to take something. Normally I take Monday off, but DJ Darren was down here for President's Day. And ended up being a pretty interesting night down here.
I saw, yeah, I definitely chat a few times, but my friend was like, he's in the restaurant or whatever.
Yeah, so I took yesterday off instead.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it was yesterday at all.
I didn't see anything. I didn't check in. I was busy with other stuff, so I don't know. And then I haven't heard. Travis Captain America had his court date today, so I don't know what went on with that. I'm sure Chad will catch me up, but that was the other big thing today. So I'm curious to see what happens with that.
From what I saw, I mean, like, Rasha's a good friend of mine, and like, you know, I don't pay attention to anything while I'm down here, like as far as social media goes.
Yeah.
But like, I know Rasha's not a chud. Like, he was one of the first people I told that I was friends with.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the first people that was cool with it too.
I think it's a church thing. I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, the way Travis was acting that night was not okay.
Well, like, the thing is we're trying to build a resistance. We don't need somebody coming down here and like threatening people.
Yeah.
Because like that's not who we are.
If he gets out and he tries to come back, he's booted off Discord right now. I can't, control whether he comes into the chat on here, but if he does come back, at the very least, we're going to have a talk about, like, what's acceptable and what's not before he's allowed back, but
yeah.
I don't know if he's even going to be welcome, or, if I talk to him, if he'll be okay with, what I say. He also really disrespected Bree twice, and that's not cool. You don't,
Oh, yeah, that's
you don't mess with the streamer's fiance. That's not going to get you very far. So, I don't know if he got out or what, but, that was not cool the other night. Like, he can't go around doing that, so.
I don't pay any attention at all to, like, social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I use Threads, but, like, my account isn't really associated with either my private life or my public life. But,
Well, before the Discord thing, he was in my chat just like going nuts. Same thing, like just going after people and so yeah.
I think maybe he was drinking, I don't know.
Something, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's like, he can just be intense like that anyway, but yeah, that was super inappropriate that night. Well, I'm gonna go over and watch the front. We'll see in a little bit.
Okay.
Good to catch up with Blaze. So I turned it in, I put it on sub mode 1 minute. Sorry, I forgot to do that when I was coming on. I just wanted to see what was up with the group. So I think it actually says something on that sign over there, ashes to go. Maybe when they're done with their worship thing or hymns or whatever, and someone comes over, I can ask them kind of what it's about. But I don't want to interrupt their service. Looks very, very slow tonight. Got 2 people in front. Blaze is hanging over there. I guess he's watching Operation Inflation stuff. I'm assuming till someone goes over there to take over for him. Hopefully he's not there all night. Oh, it's Ash Wednesday. Okay. That makes sense. I'm not a religious person. I do remember Ash Wednesday is the day after Mardi Gras, but that's about as much as I know about that. Hey, how does the image and everything look right now? Not a new location, Stimmer's. I was just over by Operation Inflation. I guess I should say hello to people. See, Bree and Stimmersler were like the first people in here. Hey, Rosalie, Epstein Files, how's it going? We have Sabala, Joy, and Rose Petal all jumped in. How are you guys doing? And Annie M. And Gregory. Everyone's at City Hall. Oh, I thought that City Hall thing was like way earlier, like 5 o'clock. Are people still over there? If there's a lot going on at City Hall, I can hop in the car and go back on down there. Is it just the revoke the ice permit thing today, or was there something else?
I don't know, but we saw some videos on TikTok of people there, and they like took it over.
Oh wow, yeah.
I had no idea what was happening until I got down here because I don't really pay attention.
Yeah, I didn't. I heard there was something at City Hall. I figured it was just the regular revoke the ice permit thing that usually goes on at 5 until, like 6:37. So I wasn't able to get down there earlier, so I figured it would be over by the time I started.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but they were in like the main chamber camping, ice got to go and stuff, ice house, stuff like that. I don't know if they're coming down here or not. I imagine some might.
I hope a few do after that thing kind of wraps up. If there's a big thing going on down there still, I can end this stream, drive over and start over there. If it's wrapping up, it's probably not worth it. Okay. Zavala says Travis is probably not getting out, that he's on a USM hold as of Columbia County Court records today. I know he had a hearing today that I thought was for release, but...
He got arrested by the FBI, right?
Yeah, I think FBI and then U.S. Marshals were the ones that actually picked him up. So,
Yeah, because he's a former like Navy SEAL or something.
well, so one of his charges was death threats against the president. So, like,
How do you get a death threat against the president? I mean,
don't
like, it's
know.
legal to say that you hope Trump fucking dies. It's illegal to say that you want to kill Trump, so I guess maybe you're doing that or something? Or
yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, what it takes. But so that was always kind of my thing. It's like him bullying, you know, underage kids, whether they're on the right or not. Like, that's not okay.
Wait,
But
what?
like, so he was like cyberbullying and making death threats against the kid of one of the counter protesters.
That's a little fucked up.
Yeah, that's not cool. But then that's lumped in with like also death threats against the president, which like that's kind of a fucked up charge.
I think
So
that's a bullshit charge.
yeah, but like potentially he could get in way more trouble for that, you know.
For
I mean,
threatening to kill the president?
Yeah, like you could probably end up in, I don't know for sure, but I imagine you could end up in jail for a long time for that.
I have no idea. I mean, it depends on, like, what even, like, is a death threat? Because, I mean, there's a million people that have always made threats against the president.
Yeah,
It's just, I guess, the seriousness of it all. Like, I don't know what to believe, you know, but
I guess, you know, it's the difference between like the president should die and I'm gonna go to the White House and shoot him dead, you know?
yeah, like it's a credible threat. Versus like,
Yeah.
just,
I'm guessing maybe they thought, yeah, there was a chance that he'd act on it or something. I don't know.
I mean, I think everyone would love to see that motherfucker die, but like, it's gonna happen. Like,
Right. And yeah, there's a difference between like that and, you know,
well, like,
actually threatening to do it.
you know, there's a lot of people that say like bring back the guillotines and like, you know, like let's take Tommy for example. I never run on talking about Tommy. Like he constantly says like he's going to eradicate like the LGBTQ
Yeah.
ideology, and like the thing about ideologies, you can't like eradicate them unless you're killing the people that believe in them and stand with them.
Yeah.
Like look at how we haven't eradicated Nazis. Like they're still around. You know, they're happily staying in front of the building at 18 years old. You know, so. Is that a death threat when he's using a megaphone and saying it to hundreds of people that he wants to eradicate the trans ideology? Because that means killing us. So, what really, like, is a death threat?
Yeah, I think probably like, you know, if you say I plan on killing this exact person, but yeah, I mean there's a lot of gray area in that. And I don't know what he said exactly, but I could imagine like Trump trying to go after something that would, other presidents would probably consider free speech, but I don't know, I don't know for sure.
I mean, nowadays you get arrested for free speech.
Yeah.
And they threaten to arrest you on the little intercoms up there, or whatever you call it. Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up, G?
Hey, how's it going, Jose?
My last day in probably a while, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I
Probably.
just switched to the wireless mic, so hopefully you guys can
You'll
hear
see
the
me
whole
within a
conversation
month
better.
or two, but it's good seeing you, though.
Yeah.
Yep. Likewise.
Well, good to see you down here.
Yeah, hopefully the weather gets better. That's one thing. I mean, at least it's like not bad right now, but the weather, I'm tired of winter. Like I know it's been like a very light winter, but it sucks.
I've been working on my bike the last week or two, and I'm dying for a couple of good days so I can take it out.
Yeah.
My e-bike, I just bought a new controller for it, put that on today. I got new brakes for it that I should have put on like a month ago, but oh man, yeah, I want outdoor weather that's not, you know, me standing in the cold and rain out here for 3 hours a night. Like, I want to do fun outdoor stuff.
I don't mind it too much, but I think just like the older I get and stuff, and it's just I like summer. Like, I don't care how hot it gets. I mean, I like being on the river and stuff, so.
Bree is like a water junkie. For as soon as it hits about 65 degrees, like April until October, she's at the river 5 days a week.
Oh wow.
Like you can't tear her away. That she lives for going to the river like half the year.
Yeah. I used to definitely, well, I mean, I guess I used to do it because I did it this year, but I love the water. Especially in the middle of summer. So I never really mind how hot it gets if I can just jump in the river.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, is I've actually, maybe it's something exciting for chat. I'll keep it anonymous for a long time, but like coming up with a new outfit besides just a dinosaur, because like people always say like, oh, are you warm in here? And it's like, yeah, it gets really hot in these things.
Yeah.
And so like once it starts getting like, I mean, even in October when I was wearing this thing, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's hot. I'm gonna get out. So I'll probably have like an anonymous kind of like outfit down here.
Oh, like another animal or something, or just like a street clothes, like, or a black bloc kind of thing.
It'll probably be like a black bloc thing, but maybe a little creative. But I don't want to be like always an inflatable.
You should have fun with it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Like, it's something I've been like kind of trading and stuff. And honestly, like going to the concert gave me some motivation because they had some awesome outfits and stuff.
Oh,
so,
sweet.
Yeah, that was a good concert. I had a lot of fun. Like, it's really nice seeing like a band that you like know all the songs of and stuff.
I wonder what it's gonna be like with inflatables in the summer when it's like 100 degrees out. I'm sure those things aren't gonna be very comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was never wearing it in the heat. I think the hottest I ever wore it in was like 70 degrees, and it's like the sun is like, because it reflects on the face.
Oh yeah.
Like shit.
I'm sure they're definitely designed with Halloween in mind, not 4th of July, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably a lot better at the night, and I'll always be at night, but in the summer when it gets night at like 9 o'clock, I mean, it'll be still sunny out here.
Yeah, I might have to change my hours when I come down for summer hours, you know, because 7 to 10 it'll be mostly light out in the middle of summer.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy though, because like, you know, from what I understand, like there was like like 13 or it was either 13 or 26, which I know is like big differences. I mean, one's half of the other, but like new detention facilities.
Either way, that's a lot.
Yeah, and like those are like concentration camps.
Yeah.
And like it's the thing about summer is I don't think we'll just be simply protesting in summer.
So there's the detention camp in Tacoma. They don't really protest out in front of that as far as I know, but I want to drive up there and film that just because I want to see what it's like, you know?
Yeah, from my understanding, they're really big. So it's like here you got like a gate, everyone knows where to protest. There it's like you could be spread out all over the place.
Yeah, well, I imagine it's probably the size of like a prison, you know?
Yeah, and a lot of buses and everything, but like
it would be hard logistically to figure this out, but I thought it would be fun as hell to live stream like following a bus from here all the way to Tacoma, like catch it coming out of here and just tailgate it the whole way down.
So there's actually people that do that stuff,
Yeah.
and like from what it looks like, typically the ICE agents realize they're being followed, and they'll just kind of try to circle, and then they'll call the cops. And the
So
cops will be like, "This is for the ICE agent."
so you can do that with the ICE vehicles, but like I don't think like the ICE prison bus is going to be able to like ditch you on I-5, you know, like they're not going to start taking exits and going down side roads. Maybe they would, but
Yeah, they do it. I mean, like some of those videos I've seen, they make some illegal maneuvers. They run red lights. They do all that stuff.
it would make for a good video, but
Overall, though, I mean, like, yeah, it's something that I've been trying to figure out. But I mean, obviously, you can't make people do what they don't want to do. But like, I just really hope people understand, like, you know, how bad the Epstein files were. First of all,
yeah.
like because
I'm talking with Blaze right now, erstwhile.
oh yeah, I'm probably muffled, aren't I?
That's why I pulled out this mic and I'm pointing it at you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hoping. Can you guys hear Blaze talk?
I can't see anything. This thing, I need to clean this like little.
Oh, they're saying you're a legend.
I'm what?
You're a legend.
I'm a legend? Hell yeah.
Oh, now we got the dinosaur emojis going.
I love that dinosaur emoji.
I know.
That's like my entrance. Like I always feel like I'm like a WWE, even though I'm like fuck the WWE. But you know, like how they have like their theme song. Whenever I jump in chat, I just like spam the emoji. I'm like, hey, it's me.
Do I have it on me? Did you get one of my stickers?
Yeah, I think I put. I don't know. So is it the one that? Yeah, I got that somewhere. People give me stickers all the time, and it's cool. Like I'll give them my friend as well because they want some. They like the abolish ice ones and stuff. But like
Yeah.
like I got a power bank that has a few stickers on it, and like I kind of just stick them places. When I actually first started this, actually I remember once I was showing them to the stream. God, that feels like that was a long time ago. But like I got like a bunch of like pride stickers and stuff, and I was gonna like
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, I was like, oh, that was kind of cute, like, you know, let people like put them on the dyno or something like that, and just like whatnot, but they don't stay on, unfortunately. Like I had that bumper sticker that said protect the dolls,
Yeah.
and that kept falling off, so I had to super glue it, and then that dinosaur got destroyed, so yeah, that sucked. But
I got another sticker if I can get it out of my pocket. I got an actual PretendMedia logo that I can... Here, where do I slide this into your hand?
oh, I don't know. I can put it on. Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
I'll just do that. Thank you.
Chink!
By the way, I don't actually know his name, but that guy with the bike right there,
Yeah.
awesome dude.
He is
He's
always there with
Yeah.
his bike. Like,
He's a ninja
Yeah.
too. I won't even see him sometimes, like, cause he's behind me or like that. And then, but he's super cool.
I should go talk to him one of these days. Just say
Yeah.
hi.
You'd have to go up there though, cause he's always there. But he's such a
Yeah,
trooper,
no,
yeah.
he's once he shows up, he's
Yeah.
solid.
Those are the kind of people I love anyone that stands on the blue line. Like
Yeah.
I was getting a little frustrated when, like I get it was raining and stuff, but it's like, hey, there's like 50 people over at, you know, Operation Inflation.
Yeah,
and four of
hanging
us
out.
at the blue line, you know. Like, but Sunday was amazing. I had a great, like Sunday was just perfect. That was exactly how like these kind of protests that aren't like, I guess, peaceful protests, like that's how it should go. Because like, you know, you got the DJ, like there's a few people like making bracelets like right in front of ICE. There's like the inflatables that were just kind of chilling and hanging out, people saying awesome things, everyone ignoring the chuds that were trying to do stuff.
Yeah, that
And-
was great. Like they got nothing that night.
Yeah, I heard Tommy like say like two things at like 7 o'clock, and then he was quiet, and I thought he left, but apparently he didn't. So
So you could hear him in the background, but it sounded like he was getting more and more desperate to like try and just get a reaction out of someone, and no one
Yeah.
no one was going down, no one was hollering back at him.
yeah, I mean that's kind of like what I think I was saying on your Discord. Like, you know, I try to preach to people here, like honestly, just ignore them. Like they're trying to rage bait. Like, they want to get people to be mad and go up to them and start cussing them out or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, like, when people ignore them, then, like, they don't, they don't got anything. Like, they just become broke bitches. So,
Yeah.
but, like, when someone does interact, like, even if you're pissed off and you think you're winning the argument, buses are loud. But yeah, like, even if you think you're winning the argument, like, you're giving them the content they want.
It's content for them either way, and no one's gonna care that's watching whether you make a good argument or not.
Yeah. Like, I was trying to tell people, like, people are like, oh, are you okay with Trump being, like, a pedophile? Yes, they're okay with it.
Yeah.
They are totally cool with it. That is awesome. They love it, whatever. They don't care. Like, they'll just say, oh, I don't believe that, and move on, or say, like, oh, well, Biden, whatever.
Yeah, Biden, blah, blah,
like,
Biden sniffed someone's hair.
Yeah, and, like,
and that's
which is fucked up. Like, that's still messed up. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, we don't love Biden. Like, he's not our savior. Like, he definitely wasn't a lot of first people's choices either.
That's the thing. Like, we don't stand behind the president and our elected officials to the death like they do. Democrats generally don't think that, like, their representatives can do no wrong.
We hate them just a little less than we hate Trump.
We'll criticize, typically we'll criticize Democrats if they do something wrong.
I always criticize them.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of talk of, like, Gavin Newsom, and it's like, being potentially the nominee in 2028, whatever. But, like, he hasn't at all been supportive of trans rights and stuff. And obviously that's a big kind of thing for me.
Yeah.
So, like, but he's not trying to, like, eradicate me. So I have to vote for him because I don't want to risk having, like, J.D. Vance as president or something like that. Or, have another puppet for Stephen Miller. So that's where it's like, we really don't like the Democrats either. I don't think a lot of people here even, like, identify as Democrats. They just vote that way because, like, the Republicans are so much worse.
Yeah, it's the better of two evils.
There's a lot of people right here that, like, 10, 20 years ago would probably be voting Republican, but instead they're down here now saying fuck ICE because, like, that's how far the Republican Party went far right.
Well, and no elected official is going to be able to please everyone all the time. Like,
oh, absolutely.
That's the thing. Their voter base has views all over the place. So, I mean, I think it's to be expected that you're most likely not going to agree with everything your elected official stands for. You just pick the one that's most aligned with you or closest,
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably obvious for most people, like, who I voted for in 2016. That was, like, probably the only candidate that I actually felt like actually cared about the people that would be voting for him.
Yeah.
And but that's like no one else has really been like that. By the way, that's Bernie, if anyone any questions. So
feel the burn.
Yeah, like, I mean, even if you disagreed with his policies, you could tell that dude actually gave a shit. Like,
and there's still, like, I would guess most Bernie fans don't agree with every single one of his policies. Usually there's still something,
Yeah.
Although he hit a lot closer than, most of the other Democrats. It's the problem with Bernie is there just wasn't a good chance of him getting elected, and that's when it sucks when there's someone you believe in, but they don't, they don't have a realistic chance of winning. Then it's,
Yeah.
Do you cast a vote that counts, or do you cast the vote you believe in your heart,
Well, I mean, like, what, is it the primaries? That's, like, the one where it's, like, Democrat versus Democrat and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, you vote for him then, and then, like, you vote Hillary if you didn't want Trump. And, like, I think, I mean, there's a lot of people my age and stuff that were, well, I mean, maybe even younger than me, like, basically, like, new voters and stuff. And, God, that was 10 years ago, holy shit. That the thing that really sucked, and is why we don't like Democrats as well, as the super delegates that Hillary had. That's like what was the first state that, like, Bernie just won it straight up, and then, like, it was tied because of the super delegates?
I don't remember the ins and outs of the 2016 election, but
yeah, it was of the delegates were tied because of super delegates. That like Hillary had all of them, and then Bernie had 0 of them. So that was like, you know, where it was a lot of people that were like first-time voters, like people that were millennials or Gen Z or late Gen Z or whatever, that were able to vote 10 years ago. I don't remember what generations it was, but like that their first experience was basically feeling cheated by the Democrat Party. But the main thing though is like I think most people, especially like my age, that are, you know, between 20 to 40 or so, like, you know, we grew up with 2008 recession, everything like that. We grew up with COVID and everything like that. Like we've been through some like hardships, and it is what it is. But we're all fucking tired of like, you know, working our asses off and shit like that. And I know like a lot of Republicans are the same way, where they're working their asses off, and it's like a struggle to like make rent, or it's a struggle to like, you know, you should be able to like, if you work your ass off, like you should be able to live, and that's what I think a lot of people want. But then you got like all these pedophiles, like the rich quote unquote elite, which I mean I call them the pedophile party, or you know, class, whatever. They're all being pedophiles on like an island and shit like that with like unlimited money, and then you have like people starving in other countries. You have people starving here. We could fix all our problems, but instead, like, we have an entire class of people that are like eating and raping children. So
Yeah, it's fucked up. Wealth inequality is fucked up. But, you know, there's not a lot of easy fixes to that either, or realistic fixes, you know. I mean, I just don't get why, like, where do we all draw the line? And I want everybody that can hear me right now to, like, answer this question. Like, where do we, you don't have to, like, obviously tell me it's in your head, whatever. But, like, where do we draw the line? Because there was an entire class of people going to an island and eating children, raping children. Where do we draw the line? Like, are we all just gonna be like, oh, that sucks, I hope someone does something about that, then just stay home? Like, that's where I get confused. Yeah, but I mean,
it's the fucking Bug's Life, like that movie, you know. We can easily overtake them. Like, there's a million of us and a small amount of them. I mean, billions of us and a small amount of them. Like, so what are we doing here?
Yeah, but there isn't organized action to it right now, you know.
Come down here. That's
this is ICE, though. I mean, a lot of...
Well, that's Trump's SS right there.
What?
It's Trump's SS.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone thinks he's going to get voted out, they're just wrong. Like,
yeah, that's what they're going to be, at least. But, you know, as far as Epstein, as far as that kind of stuff, I mean, there's not protests for that yet, and there probably should be.
Just go out on the street. No one needs to organize shit. Literally, just everybody's got to be like, hey, this is fucking wrong. I'm going to go do something about it. Like, you could literally come down here. Like, nobody organized all the nights that we got tear gassed. Well, there was, like, you know, people that organized at the park, but, like, there's protests that happen here all the time, every day, 24/7. Like, this is the place to get, like, started. Or just any, like, protests. Like, there's always some that happen, like, in every city right now in, like, Oregon. There's, like, be it a weekly protest or something. Like,
there's something somewhere.
Yeah, like, you can check out, like, Mobilize Us, or, like, even just follow, I don't even know them, like, I'd have to look them up, but, like, you know, people that are, like, on social media that share that shit, you know? Like, whoever decided to come up with the revoke the permit protest that's happening at City Hall, like, just show up. Like, that's what I did. I just started showing up. Like, I literally was like, you know, I'm gonna go down to ICE and see what the hell's up, because for some reason the National Guard's coming here. Like, I was confused. I wasn't even paying any attention to this shit at all. And then, like, I saw, like, literally the first time I came down here, I saw, like, one dude holding a sign. I don't even remember what the sign said. And it was like 2 o'clock on a Saturday or something like that. And then the next day I came down and there was an actual protest that I don't know who signed up for like that. And, like, there was still more ICE agents than people. And then, like, I started to come down here after work, and I wasn't even wearing the dinosaur or anything like that. And then, like, that's when Tommy started showing up. And, like, like him plus the ICE agents and Nick's order heavily like outnumbered the Antifa people.
Yeah, that's when I showed up, like mid-October. And what happened with me is ICE agents showed up at my apartment building and took my neighbor. And I was like, fuck that, you know?
Yeah.
And they were personally extreme dicks to me. Left our secure door open with like a clip. And I tried to close it, got in a fight with them. I'm like, screw this, went outside, took pictures of all their license plates, posted them online, showed up to the protest the next night, and like, I was down here like 40 or 45 days straight, and then went to 6 days a week, and I've been coming down ever since. But
yeah,
they pissed me off. I guess they really pissed me off that day. But, you know, it was abstract to me before that. Like, I knew they were protests down here, but like I didn't know a lot about it. And then, you know, they show up at my apartment and it's like, okay, this is real. Like they're doing what people are saying they're doing, you know, and that was it for me. Like, I've been here ever since.
Yeah. So to me, it's yeah, I started showing up, and then, you know, like I wore this dinosaur outfit at No Kings and stuff, because like, you know, I've never had really experience, like I wasn't involved in any of the 2020 stuff.
Hi, Sexy Rexy.
Hey, Josh.
Hi, I brought a few loaves of bread, so if you guys want a slice, you can help yourself, but I could bring you some since you're...
I will never say no to a slice of Josh bread.
Would you like the rind, which is more crust, or just like a middle piece?
A middle piece.
Yeah, okay. I have rye and white.
Ooh, rye.
Yeah, you can try both.
Okay.
Do you want to try
I'm
both?
not going to say no to both.
Okay, there's butter, but it's rock hard because it's like 35 degrees.
Because it's cold as hell out
You
here.
want me to to try to put butter on it? I can try.
Throw like a little slice of butter on there.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like spread, you know, I can make it work.
I'll try to scratch it in.
Thank you, Josh.
You're suited up, but I could unzip you and bring you some, but then you'd have to eat it.
I'll get a little bit later.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you.
Josh is so sweet.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen him in a while, so it's good to see him out. I know he was here on Monday, but
You should go get a slice of his bread later, though. He makes
Yeah.
absolutely amazing bread.
yeah, I'll definitely snag some. But yeah, I mean, like, all it took was literally just kind of, you know, I decided it was a National Guard where I'm like, what the hell's actually going on? Because,
Yeah.
like, I have no idea. Like, the city looks fine to me. Like, I don't
Right? Yeah,
it's
and they
just-
were trying to, like, say Portland was burning in a shithole, and I did a video, like, the first week I was down here driving, like, I started up in Northwest, like, drove through Northwest, down into Chinatown, like, through Old Town. I'm like, this is the worst part of Portland. Drove through downtown, all the way down here, drove by the protest. I'm like, it is one block. They're protesting on one block on an entire city. And it was crazy, the comments I got, like, you were doing a planned route, you just showed the very best of Portland. I'm like, no, I just started driving down streets. I intentionally chose, like, the sketchiest parts of town that still look fine, you know. It was beautiful, like early fall, and yeah, I feel like people just refused to believe it online. It was crazy.
No, I don't think it's like refusal to believe it. I think it's just like making a choice. Like,
Yeah.
with the Alex Pretty stuff, like, that was a straight up murder. Like, the dude was copped and got shot 10 times, and like, we know it. The Republicans know it. MAGA knows it. Trump knows it.
Yeah,
It's
like,
a choice.
you can refuse to believe what you see, what's plainly in front of you.
Gaslighting yourself, but it's not
And
even
you-
like they don't believe it. It's just they choose because, like, that's
Yeah.
their side committing the crime, and so they're gonna spin it however they want. Doesn't matter if it's real or not.
And you can't convince someone otherwise. Like, if you can show them something and they're still, you know, won't believe it, like, you can't argue with a person like that. You can't debate a person like that. They're gonna believe what, you know, what they've decided to believe, and there's no changing that.
It's
you
not
know?
even believing. It's just like what they want.
Yeah.
Like, they know it, they just don't care. And that's kind of like where I always try to tell people that are like trying to argue with MAGA, like wherever it be, like they don't care. It doesn't matter. Again, they're totally cool with Trump having raped children. They know it happened and they don't care.
I don't understand how they can like
It's all about
pretend
owning
the
the libs.
country's doing good and like deny that food prices are unaffordable. You know, like I can't afford to go to like when I go to the grocery store, I literally look at shit I want to buy and just think like I can't afford that right now. Like I'm gonna have to buy something cheaper. Like food is unaffordable for a massive part of the country, you know, like it's just
Well,
like
also for them.
yeah, but they just like I don't know, like
Is that they don't care. It's like gaslighting's all about, you know,
I guess
making it so someone believes they're bullshit.
yeah, just hate is stronger than practicality. Like I can understand in a way like accepting a bunch of fucked up shit because like the economy is good, because food's cheap. You're like, well, you know, like my standard of living's higher, like I don't care about all this fucked up shit or whatever. But like when your standard of living's lower and everything's happening, like I don't get how you can justify that. Like your life
It's
is
all
worse,
about owning
you
the
know?
libs. That's all they care about.
Yeah,
They
and
just want to own the
hate,
libs.
you know?
Oh, yeah. There's just, but like that's the thing is like there's no point in it's talking to a wall. They've already made up their mind. They don't give a shit. It's
Yeah.
literally like as long as you're suffering, they're happy, even if they're suffering worse.
It's, you know, unfortunately, it's really easy to sell hate, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean look at all the grifters that come down here. Like all the right wingers, like they're all pussies. They just
Yeah.
want the money and they want the rage bait currency and stuff. And so like, you know, they're not even counter protesting. They don't even do anything. They literally come down here if they realize they're not getting anything they want. They go and they talk to
leave.
Tommy and be like, Tommy, what do we do? We don't know what we're doing because we're fucking idiots.
yeah.
So you just stand there for 20 minutes like that. They say some stupid fascist shit, get bored because they don't know what to do anymore because they're not reacting, and then they go and be like, Tommy, what do I do? I don't know what I do, Tommy. And then he records his voice, and that doesn't work.
I don't know. Might want to put this under your umbrella. So this is the rye, and
That's the way.
this is really hard butter. So
I'll make
there
it
you
work.
go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hi.
Don't worry, I'll eat it before it gets
yeah.
wet.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I got the cheese last night. I realized I was like, I forgot that they closed when it was like 9 when
No, you're perfectly fine.
Okay, you guys got to check out this bread. That's a lot of butter, but that's the rye. That looks so good, and that's the white. I am going to enjoy this. I'm going to flip you around so you don't see me shoveling food in my face, though.
Well, just do your best. I'll crowdsource a like thing that I can fix you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it would be easier to keep track of it if I could literally make it to myself. I can get you. Okay.
It is chewy and soft in the best possible way. Oh man, that is so good. Yeah, you have to get some bread later, please.
Yeah, I definitely will. I could have swore I saw Skate Bear, and then I saw Skate Dinosaur, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, I saw a dinosaur. I don't think Bear's been down.
Yeah, I know they went and had like a vacation down there for a bit, but yeah, I don't know who's all coming down today. I know a lot of people went to the city hall.
Yeah, hopefully at least some of them show up after that.
Yeah, but I mean, they still might be there. Someone said they had an update, right, about City Hall?
Yeah, does anyone have a City Hall update? Is it still going strong down there? Someone said the police were down there. I have no update on the 5 people that were arrested Monday night, Percy. I'm assuming they got let go, but I don't know for sure.
Well, yeah, this building, you can't hold people more than 12 hours in this building.
You can transfer them to the jail, though. They'll do that sometimes.
Like the PP.
Put you in the county jail, basically.
No. I guess it depends on what crime you commit. And there's a guy that walked down to that door over there, and then they arrest him on Sunday. Like right when I got here. So he might just straight up be getting desperate.
It's very rare for, like, when they get you on trespassing, for them to take you downtown, though. Like, usually they'll hold you for a few hours and just let you go with a citation or a court date or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just mainly hoping people realize. I don't even just realize. I hope people start coming down here because of Epstein. Like, that should be enough.
It seems like there should be separate protests for that, but, like, I guess it seems like it should anger people enough that they would want to have dedicated protests for that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it is, where it's like, you know, MAGA doesn't care that Trump was a pedophile, but all the people that don't do anything about it either also apparently don't care that he was a pedophile.
Yeah. I mean, like, hold it here, like, once a week, you know, like, Jeffrey Epstein, you know, saying Jeffrey Epstein night doesn't sound right, but, you know, like, we're going to focus on Jeffrey Epstein one day a week or something.
Well, I think, like, you don't even need to have, like, a dedicated day to focus on one thing, because, like, I think everyone comes down here to protest, like, ICE, but then also, like, other things as well. Like, there's a lot of signs about Epstein. It's just, I think, honestly, like, you know, like, Saturdays, this block should be packed with people, I think.
Yeah.
Like, that way there's, you know, or Fridays, or Sundays, you know, it should always be packed with people.
Yeah, it's disappointing we're not pulling the crowds on the weekend that we used to.
Yeah.
Or any, I mean, yeah, it used to be like a night like this, we'd still have at least like 20 people down here, you know?
Yeah. But I do also think, like, the reason that ICE went, like, way overboard with all their, like, flashbangs and shit. By the way, the TRO is extended because these dumbasses tried to, like, defend their case with footage from Illinois. And it's like, great, you just helped everybody that has a lawsuit against you. Like, that's how we defund ICE, is we're gonna just shoot their asses off. And now everyone has a case because these guys can't even defend themselves against the federal judge that put a TRO on them. So there's your proof right there that they went overboard. They're not even using the correct footage from down here. But I think ICE was really trying to get, like, people intimidated with all those flashbangs to just not come back, and that's the wrong way to handle it, honestly. That should make you want to come back even more.
Unfortunately, I think it did work with some people, which really sucks, but
that's going to be everywhere, though, when they do these ICE raids. Like, there's a reason Minnesota looks like how it is. Yeah, like, there's a reason Minnesota's a fucking, like, war zone or wherever they want to call it over there.
yeah, I just hope people see the writing on the wall before, you know, things get really, really bad.
I heard noise.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty out here, erstwhile.
It's cold.
I think it was supposed to be 36 and raining tonight or something.
Yeah, it feels about right. Nice thing though is the inflatables do keep you warm and dry.
Okay, I finished my bread. I can switch you guys back. Oh my god, that bread was so good.
I think everyone's
Josh is an amazing bread maker. I mean, pretty much everything he makes is delicious. That ramen broth a couple of weeks ago, that was insane too, but that bread is so good. I could live on that bread and butter. I would be a happy person.
You know, honestly, I think when the weather starts clearing up a bit more, I want to talk to Jordy and Lacey about moving Operation Inflation like kind of closer.
Well, so they sometimes enforce the trespass thing right here. This would be the ideal location.
Oh, that is true. I wrote that.
So then you know, you have this streetcar over there, but that's technically, you know, private property too. And then you have like where the old permanent encampment was, but that's not any closer.
I guess that makes sense.
Right here would be ideal if they weren't, you know, enforcing the no trespassing thing, which they haven't in a long time. You know, I haven't heard a cop talk about not going on there in at least a month.
I just...
Which I don't, you know... I like the fact that they aren't enforcing it, but like... It's so hard when they're not consistent. Like, you know, they don't care about it for 2 months, and then one day they're going to come down here and be like, you can't be there. It's like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it's just generally not going to be enforced if there's no police down here, but...
That was one thing that I'm surprised about.
Yeah, just no police presence anymore.
Yeah, it's like, generally though, if I'd come down here and I'd see like a cop car or two that was parked, I'd assume like, okay, like there's something planned, like a Patriot fucking, or Patriot kind of shit. Or like a lot of people and stuff, like, because I know like, when I started coming down, like, you know, I don't pay attention to social media, like, more on that later, that's kind of a funny story, but like, you know, I don't pay attention to anything like that, so like I'd come down and like there's a lot of cops that are parked, and I'm like, well, what's going on? And it's like, oh, like Tommy's having a birthday party or whatever, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, so they're planning on some takeover or just like something like that, and like I think kind of maybe part of it is just like, you know, it's more like regulars these days.
That was so good, Josh.
You like it?
Well, it was so good.
Did you like the rye?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first, that's a prototype for a recipe that I came up with.
Oh my God.
It's my own recipe.
It is so chewy and soft. The chewiness, like, it's just, oh man, it's outrageous. It's so good.
I can teach anyone how to do it. It's really simple. I mean, people are like, no, it can't be, but it actually is. There's no kneading involved. Like, you don't actually need,
if I went to a restaurant and paid $20 and they just gave me like a bowl of that bread, I would be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, once, you know, that we were talking about like maybe at their church, because Heather said they have a big kitchen. Like if they're talking about like a non-churchy thing, you know, for people that aren't churchy. But like, you know, people here like, because like, you know, we could have. I was going to teach a class with some of their congregants expressed interest in learning how, but like we could also like turn it into a potluck or something. And so she said that
I'd
she
be
would.
careful.
What?
I'd be careful.
How so?
Potlucks at a protest?
No, not here.
Oh, okay.
No, at their church, like so we could
Oh.
actually eat inside and be warm and not get wet. You have a little speck of crumb.
Oh,
Now you pushed it down. There, it's gone. Okay. All right.
I was saving it for later.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty small, but okay. I'm gonna go stand under the awning, I think, because this is
Because it's
not
nasty
waterproof.
out.
Well, we got
Ah.
rabbit now.
rabbit.
That
What?
who drove by.
A rabbit?
Rabbit's the trans woman that drove by with.
Oh,
the,
rabbit.
thing.
Right. I keep thinking that she's bunny, but she's rabbit.
Oh well, I've actually asked the name twice, and she said bunny
Rabbit.
and rabbit.
Oh,
so
bunny
sometimes
and
I
rabbit.
say like
Oh.
bunny rabbit.
Okay, so it's either. Okay.
I don't really know for sure, but
Yeah.
last I heard was rabbit, so I go
Yeah.
with rabbit.
Well, okay. I'm. This is not waterproof.
Oh.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over there.
Sorry, we're like 5 feet away and chat's tiny, so I'm not really being able to see what people. Is there snow in Portland? So the last couple of days there's been snow in the forecast. I haven't seen any snow. Have you seen any actual snowflakes the last day or two?
No,
No, just very, very cold rain.
I've heard tonight maybe, but I also heard that like, look, if there's ever snow in the forecast in Portland, you better just prepare to be disappointed as fuck.
Yeah.
If you want the snow.
Usually if we get heavy snow, it's not when it's predicted. It's,
Yeah.
you know, oh, it's going to be rainy and then it dumps 4 inches of snow.
Yeah. But, like, you know, I used to like snow. I don't really like it anymore because, like, it's like, oh, it's cool, it's gonna snow, and then, like, it snows and it's soft and it's awesome for, like, I don't know, 6 hours, and then it starts freezing rain and it's a rain and it's a, oh my god, it's windy.
Yeah.
That's that fucking, like, crunchy shit. And that sucks. Nobody likes that. And then you can't drive anywhere if you have like a car like I do. So yeah, I don't really want snow. I want sun. I'm old now. If I want snow, I'll just drive to the mountain.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to switch my setup here. It is raining sideways and my gimbal's getting soaked.
Maybe I'll go get some bread.
I think I'm just gonna pull my gimbal down and put my old phone case on. 'Cause probably not good for this gimbal to get soaking wet. Okay, let me flip you guys around so you don't have to. And maybe not mute you. Let me see. I'm gonna have to cut the video for 1 minute. Okay. First half done. Put that in there. Get this. Holy shit, it's wet. And I just knocked everything over. Huh. flags going. It is windy out here. You look awesome, Blaze. So this rain is really bad news for my setup because this phone is not fully waterproof. And I no longer have my other phone. I got water in the lenses of this phone once. What'd she say?
Hot chocolate.
Oh, I've got warm tea right there. Huh. Is it this last lens? Oh, I really hope I didn't get water on the lens. We got moisture on the lens once before. If, maybe if I switch to another.
For a little bit.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I'll talk to you a little later.
Okay, if we switch to another lens, we're good. So if I get water on the lens of this camera, I'm not going to be able to go live for a few days. I returned my S23 Ultra because the laser focusing problem, and I had a couple $100 saved up from gifts and stuff. A couple of things I had to return that people had bought me, and some gift cards people had bought me on my Amazon thing. So I had enough to upgrade my phone, and I thought if I returned my S23 Ultra, they would like just credit me the next day, and I'd... Okay, am I back live again? I really hope I'm back live again. Let me check something real quick. I'm on rad. Can people see and hear me? No? If I don't get a response from anyone that they can see and hear me, I'm gonna end the stream here in a second. Okay, can people see and hear me now? Or, I'm assuming you can see me. Can you hear me now? I unplugged the wireless mic. Maybe that was the issue. Oh wow, my chat's coming through in like big blocks. Something's not right. Okay, reloaded. I'm not gonna run the wireless mic, I guess, because probably not good for it to get super wet. Okay, it sounds like we're good. Back to story time. So I returned my phone. Thought I'd get the credit in just like a day or two, like you normally when I return stuff on Amazon, like the next day I get my phone my credit. They're saying 2 weeks to 30 days before I get the credit, so I'm hoping it goes through much faster. It's been 2 days, so we'll see. But if I fuck this phone up in the meantime, I'm not gonna have anything to film on. Hey, how's it going?
I'm Daniel.
Hey, I'm Nathan.
It's nice to meet you.
Hey, good to meet you. Blaze's flag looks so good right now. Hey, Betty Jean. Cool story, now get out of the rain. Well, if I go over by Operation Inflation, I'm not going to be able to film up by the protest here. It's just too far away. This phone doesn't have the same zoom as my other one. Well, so the issue, Pocket Sandy, is all I have right now is Amazon credit. So I'm not paying with cash. I'm paying with the credit from returning the phone and gift credits. Otherwise, I could save a bunch of money if I bought on like eBay instead. And Amazon's just, it's really easy for people to donate there. The rain's let up now. It was just blowing sideways for a minute. Damn, I wanted to ask Blaze if the person on the right that has the really cool dresses, if that's who Rabbit is. She's the one that has the, like, I think they're handmade kind of vintage dresses. She dresses really cool. Where's Operation Inflation moving to? They're gonna stay there. Blaze was just saying he wished they would be able to move closer and when the weather gets better. There's a bunch of people over there undercover. I just can't film the protest really from over there because it's too far away. Man, I brought down my lemon ginger tea. It is so good on cold nights like this. Celestial Seasonings Herbal Lemon Ginger. I ran out of honey, so I put a little bit of brown sugar in it. Wow, that's harder to do that without the gimbal.
There is no tyranny from that. That's what you're doing. You're just here wiping your ass with the Constitution day after day because you're so full of shit that you never come back. You know, that kid was 20 over the summer when you're fucking gassing and then fucking getting out of the shore and then fucking gassing yourself. And then you're back there freezing your fucking back out and you're putting your cat into a week on that for fucking 8 months.
Bullhorn.
You're fucking soft. You're soft. And I'm not just talking about your sick. You're soft.
Bullhorns are really hard to hear if they're up on the line because you're basically pointing the bullhorn into a three-sided box and it echoes back out of it.
Steve Porter, Renee Good, Alex Reddy. These are names that will live in the memory of people long after yours. Yours are only going to be remembered up to the date of your trial. Good luck being United Nations prison. You'll be really popular for the first time in your life.
Hey, Sprite. Oh, did I say hi to you, Charlie? I don't think I did. Hello, Charlie. Yeah, but the megaphones on the front line, you can never really understand what they're saying, unfortunately. If you stand over by Antifa, you're kind of sideways and you save yourself from the echo. I can hear all right when I stand over there, but it's just a big mud pit right now. I'm not gonna go stand on that. Is Blaze shaking the rain off? Yeah, we haven't seen Lacey the Pink Frog in a little while. It's really nice to see her back. No, we did see her over the weekend, I think. Bree was talking to her when Bree came down here. Oh, I'm not on live chat. That's why I'm having such a hard time following the conversation. I'm still on top messages. Okay, that should be better. Lacey, like a lot of people, had a lot of repercussions from the gas a couple of weekends ago. I think that took her out for a little bit. So I have a waterproof speaker on my Amazon wish list. I thought it would be really fun on nights like this with no music to bring down a Bluetooth speaker, and I could run my second lav mic to it, and we could rock out to tunes when there was nothing else going on down here. I'd probably like take requests and stuff. Then it would be like having a DJ every night. I put a JBL Flip 5 on my wish list, and it's kind of expensive, but it was one of the only ones that like people thought really was waterproof and had a clip so I could clip it to my bag. If anyone knows of like a cheaper option that is has really good waterproof protection and has some way to attach it to my backpacker bag, I'd put a cheaper one on if I could find one. New U2 song. I'm gonna have to check that out. I used to have an Anchor Soundcore speaker, but it doesn't have a clip, does it? Like, to clip to a bag? Listen, if you don't work 8 o'clock, you're a loser. Says the guy sitting watching YouTube, probably not working. I need some Soros bucks. I don't think those Soros bucks actually exist, unfortunately. I smell burning flag. For sure. There's some kind of plastic burning somewhere. I don't know where though. Chandler's paying you? Oh. Man. I need a little loan from that Antifa slush fund right now. I always found the argument that the protesters being paid very fascinating when the counter-protesters obviously are paid and got flown at the government's expense to the White House for a roundtable put up in hotels. Like, I mean, there's full-on proof that they got paid. I've yet to see any proof of any protester getting paid, though. Bree's not gonna leave, Pierre, but she can make you leave. Burrito lady paid you $1 to add her to Signal? Okay. I have gotten paid in burritos and bread. And that bread I got tonight was maybe better than gold, so maybe I can't talk. Yeah, I think Cam and both Nicks are paid by the right. Sprite, thank you for the $5. Sprite says thank you for being out there in freezing rain, risking your phone for us all. Like the stream, everyone. Thank you for starting off the night with $5. You know, coming out here night after night doesn't cost me a ton of money. It does cost me some money, but it costs me a lot of time. And hey, what's up, Richard?
You just supposed to burn the flag over there.
I smelled it. I didn't see it. You burned a flag over there?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me first? That bread's good, isn't it?
I got carried away.
You got carried away. That's some of the best bread I've ever had.
They said not. That's not old grandpa mega.
Down here tonight?
Yeah.
Wait, down here or at
City Hall?
At City Hall? I miss City Hall. Is everything over at City Hall? Hopefully some people make it down here.
Nathan, are you still trying to work on trying to find those archives?
I am. Yes, someone said they thought they could figure it out. I think they were going to email me. And then I'll have to try and figure out how to get it onto their phone. I don't have any water this time, Stimmersler, just tea.
Well, it's too bad. I don't know Brett Musburger and ask him to send a send a tape,
Brett Musburger probably doesn't have a tape, but he probably knows where to get one.
If he wanted it, it'd be no problem because all the years he worked with CBS, right?
Yeah, he'd probably know who to call to get it.
Nathan, Brett Musburger did not call that game. It was Bill Raffer and Jim Kelly.
Bill Raffer and Jim Kelly?
Yeah. Because the reason why I recognize Jim Kelly because he was on the morning, the CBS morning news, with Diane Sawyer.
You
so
have an incredible memory.
What's that?
You have an incredible memory for that kind of stuff. Welcome to the Pretenders, Kathy Whitney. Thank you for becoming a member. Everyone, welcome Kathy Whitney to the Pretenders.
Nathan, I saw a video of Jim Kelly. He must be in his 70s. Back then he was young. He must be maybe in his 70s or a little bit younger than Brett Musburger.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Nathan, I remember, watching like a videotape of the, on YouTube of the 1974, NBA Finals, and I thought it was kind of surprised that they actually had Pat Summerall do the play-by-play.
Huh.
And I thought he did golf and tennis and football. Nathan, now that really threw me for a loop. Pat Summerall doing an NBA game.
Did he do any other NBA games, or was that the only one?
Maybe the only one,
Maybe they just couldn't find another guy to announce it. Maybe everyone else was doing stuff that night, or who knows? Someone was out sick. Did he do a good job?
Yeah. Nathan, I wonder when John Madden was alive if he went to some NBA basketball games.
Like just watching? I'm sure,
just watching.
I'm sure Madden watched some NBA games. A guy like that could get free tickets to anything, and he's probably if you're a sports fan, you're probably a fan of a bunch of different sports.
Something like John Madden, when you're able to go into the Boston Garden, to watch the Celtic game, just for the popularity of him.
Yeah, either that or he'd know someone that would buy him a ticket. But yeah, he could probably show up and they'd just let him in.
They probably just let him in as much credit he has in the sports broadcast there.
Yeah, he could probably just go up to the back door and say, hey. Especially back then.
I remember those commercials with John Madden, pretending to be a baseball player. Those Miller Lite beer commercials. Hey, I caught the ball. He comes charging to the wall. And I thought those were pretty hysterical.
That was probably before Bo Jackson did football and baseball.
Yeah.
Bo knows.
He could go to probably to be a good baseball player if he wanted to be.
Probably. I mean,
well Dion, he played baseball for the Atlanta Falcons and played football for the Falcons.
Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of saying something before Richard came up, but I can't remember what. Oh yes, I was saying it doesn't cost me much money, but it does cost me a lot of time. And standing out here 3 hours a night in the pouring wind and rain, I would hope would be worth something to some people. You know, it's not the funnest thing to do 6 nights a week in the middle of the winter, but I know people really want to be able to see this and follow it 6 nights a week, so I come out here and do it. Opera in Moscow. Man, I would be nervous as a
Nathan?
U.S. citizen in Russia. What's up, Richard?
Nathan, well, one time I saw Sting do a concert with the Police, Every Breath, and it didn't sound quite as clear as the studio cut. Did the studio cut have a big sound a little bit more to make his voice sound clearer to sing?
Yeah, it's never as clear in concert. Seeing Sting in concert, that would be pretty cool.
Hey friend, how are you?
Good.
So I have a burrito.
Yes. Three's at our mom's tonight. Now I don't have to cook dinner.
Good. And I have something extra special. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I charged them at home yesterday, so they should be all set to go.
Sweet. I have a pair, but they last 3 hours. So now I can just like
Rock
keep
it.
my hands as warm as I want.
Hey, maybe you can use them for your toes too.
It's kind of a good idea. I got hand warmers from Burrito Lady. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Happy belated anniversary.
Thank you. These look like good ones too.
Nathan, what I'm trying to say, when they're doing music songs in the studio, do they have certain devices that make the song sound a little bit more clear?
Yeah, so they film each part separately and then they mix it together so it's really clear.
I'm gonna go do a happy party and stuff. You take care, all right?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're one of the people keeping things going, and I wanted to make sure you knew your
Awesome. I really appreciate this.
Take care.
Thank you. Oh, this is so nice. Anniversary present from Burrito Lady. She got me some electric hand warmers. I have some hand warmers, but they last, so if I do them on low, they'll last for 3 hours, but if I crank them up to 2 or 3, they don't last the whole time. So now when it's really cold out, I can just crank them all the way up and not have to worry about it. That's actually going to be really nice. And if I forget to charge a pair, I have a backup. That's probably even more important. Oh, burrito lady. That was really sweet of her. She even charged them up for me.
Nathan, what I was surprised about Sting is his voice was had unique, and that's why he's called Sting the Bee.
They called Sting the Bee because of his voice. That makes sense.
Well, he didn't maybe think he was a good singer, but he had this appealing voice and a tone.
Yeah. Yeah, Sting's got a good voice. I like Sting's voice. But yeah, you gotta think too, playing in a concert, you're like in a hall and there's echo and all the people and stuff. And when they film in a studio, they film in like a soundproof room so they get, a really, really clear cut.
But they're gonna put the records on.
Yeah.
Nathan, they take quite a few cuts to get it right.
Yeah, they'll do it over and over again all day long. And they'll do each piece separately, so they'll do the
Anybody that wants
guitars.
some hot chocolate, there's hot chocolate over there again. Feel free to get some. Feel
Oh,
free to get second guitar or get some all.
I'm tempted, but this tea is so good. But yeah, they'll do the, Sting will sing the song over and over again, and the bassist will do his part over, and then they take the best cut of each one of those and combine it all together.
Nathan, Nathan, in football, when Brett Musburger talks to people, in Dallas, is that like some kind of like video comm or satellite hookup? So
Yeah, I think so. You can do that on your phone now.
So if he's talking to like somebody, Pat Summerall in Dallas, and Brett Musburger goes to New York, is that some kind of part of like a telecom or satellite?
Yeah. Yeah, it just goes over the internet, and so they'll have a screen so they can both see each other, and then they have a camera. It's just kind of like FaceTime on an iPhone.
They've been doing that for like years, right?
Oh yeah, lots of years. Probably 20 years. Yeah, it used to be like a satellite.
Nathan, on programs, is there like something like a floor director that tells them when to go and when airtime is, or somebody behind the camera?
Yep. There's a bunch of people with a bunch of different jobs. But yeah, that's one person's job is just
Is somebody queuing like, the guy or doing the broadcast,
you
1
go
minute to
now.
airtime coming up, enter time coming up. Get ready.
Yep, there's a guy and that's his only job.
So is he telling like how much time to airtime and how much time, we're gonna pause for commercial, right?
Yep. And anything else like that, yeah, he keeps track of all that stuff and makes sure the casters know, everybody else knows.
So like Nathan, one time I saw this video where they were doing a ball game, and I read the announcers were saying like we're gonna use two or four doing a check a couple minutes before the broadcast.
Yeah.
And it was kind of amazing how they were a little bit. It seemed like a little off guard. They're like, okay, we're gonna do two or three when we start the ball game, and guys, get some facts on statistics about Bird and Celtic the Parish, And it's a technical man to get, okay, get those facts up so we can pull that up on the screen, on players' numbers and points, and so the technical man has to get that stuff raised. Like, when they put the screen, when they put the numbers up on the screen, y'all.
Yeah, so he's got to get it ready for the sportscasters so they know what they're talking
have it up
about.
on the screen.
Yep, and then they have to have the guy to put it up on the screen, and you know it all gets coordinated.
Yeah. Yeah, Nathan, I'm sorry you missed the flag. It was something that was down there.
Got to give me a heads up next time.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell is PDX Pizza protest? Why am I not there right now? What do we want? Pizza. When do we want it? Now. I'm not a fan of Little Caesars, but that would make a great commercial for them. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll have to find PDX Pizza Protest on Instagram. Someone was going to help me make a PretendMedia Facebook page that's like, I guess like a business Facebook page, not associated with my actual one. And I think then I would kind of automatically have PretendMedia Instagram too. I don't know if I'd like post on it a ton. I'd probably post like links to my videos and stuff. Did you guys see the shorts I made? I made 4 shorts and only it looks like only 3 of them posted. I have another short of the 4 arrests. And then who requested that I do? Someone on Discord requested that I do a short of, I think it was the last time they came out when they were playing the, I think, circus music. So tonight or tomorrow when I have time, I'll cut together another short of that. Green is a little miserable. I'm pretty soaked. I don't upload stuff to Patreon. That's a good idea. So I just set up my Patreon account like a month ago. And I've been doing posts on there. But that's a really good idea for my shorts. I should put them up, you know, a day or a few hours early on Patreon. Because a lot of times I'll put them up like a couple hours early for members only. But I really want to do something for the Patreon members to make it, you know, worth their while to get Patreon memberships. So that's actually a really good idea. I may do that with my shorts from now on. Type !Discord in chat and it will put up the Discord link. Otherwise, it's also in the description of the video. Scott, you probably could have just looked at his name, Big Yoda Balls, and figured that out. Someone hit exclamation point Discord and chat. Man, I have to say, this screen on this old phone works so much better than my S23 did. I've been able to zoom in and out and scroll chat, and I could never do that in the rain on my S23. The new phone I'm gonna get is actually a OnePlus. It's the OnePlus 15, and the two main reasons I went for that phone is they have something called Aqua Touch, and it's a whole system that's just designed so your touches work with wet fingers on a wet phone screen. And the other thing is it has a battery that's like one and a half times the Samsung Ultras. So my Samsung Ultra S23 Ultra would stream just about 3 hours on a full battery, and I should get 4.5 to 5, which means when I come down here and it's raining or I have the gimbal, I won't have to worry about plugging the phone in, which is going to be an absolute game changer. The wet screen thing, though, that's going to be great. Yeah, Urban, you have to jump through some hoops in our Discord. Just go through that. It'll kick you onto the welcome screen. When you get there, say hi and put your name, what your name is on YouTube, into Discord, so we know who you are, and then Bree can get you set up in the right channels. We had it all automated and stuff, but the person who was taking care of it left. We have someone else that's gonna help us out now, but we don't fully have it all together, so. You don't just have to be MAGA to hit the thumbs up button. If anyone tuned in late or tuned in on time and forgot to hit the like button, if you could go ahead and do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Phone and tablets, all you have to do is double click the screen. Otherwise, just the thumbs up button does it. It's less important on nights like this compared to the nights when a lot of MAGA are down here, but it does help the stream. It helps attract more people, and it helps grow the channel, and it's free and only takes a second. Stay still, Blaze. This gives me lots of practice panning back and forth. Travis got released. Are you sure of that, McRandy? McRandy, where'd you get that info? I'm just curious. released on house arrest. Okay. Interesting, because beginning of the stream, people were saying that most likely he wasn't going to be able to get released. I know he had a court hearing today. I figured they'd just tell you in court, like, you know, either you're getting released or you're not, but maybe things happen behind the scenes afterwards. I don't know how that all works. I'll be curious if we see him in here or not. If I were him, I would stay off the internet and not involve myself in ICE protest related stuff while I was being investigated, but I ain't the boss of him, so no computers or devices. That does not surprise me. Even if that wasn't a stipulation, it would be smart of him to avoid the internet. I think it's a slowish night. I think you should be all right. So tired. Is Bree the only other mod in here right now? I thought I saw some other mods in here earlier, but now that I think about it, it's been a minute. Bree, Nightbot. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is just D2. Rain's finally let up, winds died down. I guess looking at the puddles, it's still raining a little bit, but it's kind of sprinkling. What's my standard for tossing the trolls and chuds? So, we are not tolerant of bullying, hate speech, and just generally, if you're being stupid in here, if you come in and just say, I love ICE, I love ICE, I love ICE, God bless Donald Trump, and don't have anything productive to say, or, oh, you guys all need to get a job, and that's all you got, like, you're getting booted. But, you know, if you're on the right, or, you know, a counter protester, and you actually have something somewhat intelligent to say and you're respectful, I'm fine if you're in chat. It's less about being from the right and more about being disrespectful or hateful or bullying or anything like that. We just don't tolerate that kind of stuff. Really, if you're on the left and you're hateful and bullying, we try not to tolerate that either. Usually, it'll get you a reminder before it gets you booted or timed out. But Travis, for example, on the left, was nasty and hateful to the chat and got timed out for the rest of the night last time he was on. So it goes both ways. We just want to keep the chat a safe, friendly place. You know, we don't want a bunch of nasty arguments in here. We don't want people being really, really rude and disrespectful, because no matter which side you're on, it just doesn't make it a safe place. Like, we're a really chill, nice, friendly chat, and the mods work really hard to keep it that way. And that is rare in protest streams. If you go on pretty much anyone else's stream, the chat's not going to be like ours.
Back in my day, if you wanted something done, you just become king and then do it yourself. Just take over the world and then decide what to do.
He was sitting there trying to block my camera for a while, but I'm zoomed in enough, he was out of frame. That's that red-haired Jesus guy that no one really knows what he's about.
Why they call him a dictator? Because he never shuts the fuck up. He just talks and talks and talks. And you know what? That's what it takes to be a leader these days. Is that you just never stop talking. And you usually say the same thing over and over again.
Oh, it's coming back.
They don't call him a doer. They call him a dictator. Because you know he's not getting off his ass and doing any work.
Oh, he doesn't bother me too much compared to other people. It's a 3-hour-long stream. If someone wants to walk in front of it for 30 seconds, I just don't really care much. Remember, oh, what was that guy's name? Something Streets that would come yell on my camera. Oh, Tez City? We haven't seen him in a while. Oh, that guy was nuts. Yeah, the guy with the boombox. I mean, Rosalie, if the choice was between Ginger Jesus and Donald Trump, probably still wouldn't vote for Trump. Running after the cop car, I don't know why. Okay, if it was between Ginger Jesus and Richard, I think I'd vote Richard for president. Definitely vote Richard for president over Donald Trump. Richard does have interesting things to say from time to time. He just gets caught up on small details. He has a phenomenal memory. I mean, he comes up and just starts, talking about the sportscasters from a specific, ball game in the early 80s. I mean, when it comes to sports and some politics, like he has a really, really phenomenal memory. Yeah, Richard would hire people to help him. He'd probably hire the right people. And he'd probably end up being much more effective than Donald Trump. And he has a good heart, which I think goes a long ways. What's this guy doing? Does he have his left turn signal on or his flashes? Stopped in the middle of the road. I don't snack at bedtime, but I do eat dinner really late. A ham sandwich does kind of sound better than the burrito. The burritos are good, but in like a really healthy kind of way. They're mostly just rice, which I guess isn't actually all that healthy, but hell of a lot healthier than Taco Bell or something. But they're like, the burrito ladies' burritos are just 90% seasoned rice, which makes sense, like if you're trying to make an affordable, filling burrito for a lot of people, a couple of nights a week. Like you can't really afford to fill them with chicken and beef. And rice does a good job of filling you up and warming your tummy. Oh, it just depends, John Toomey. ICE does come out occasionally, but they come out way less because the protesters are here. They used to come and go as they pleased, and now that there is a constant presence of protesters out front, they have to be more careful when they come and go. The protesters have caused a lot of change, opened up some court cases. There's been some, important decisions because of the protesters down here. So it's making a difference. The truth is, though, when you have a protest that goes for 8 months, it's not going to be, 8 months, 24 hours a day. It's not going to be massive crowds every night. This is the nitty gritty hard work of just showing up on a rainy weeknight and being present, and that's important. The injunction was continued. So ICE didn't use pepper balls or tear gas Monday night, but they were pretty heavy-handed nonetheless. They made 5 arrests, chased 2 guys down and couldn't catch them. That was pretty funny. Dude, the second guy, he hauled ass. That guy took off so quick, ICE didn't have a chance. And the other guy, he wasn't quite as fast, but the ICE agents were pretty slow. Apparently, Mayflower, that's what we heard a little bit ago, is that Travis got let out on an ankle monitor. I'm guessing just a couple hours ago. I got on video the gun. Are you talking about the assault rifle or a pistol pointed at you? I don't know if I caught a pistol being pointed. I caught what I thought was like a pepper ball pistol. I caught the long gun, but I didn't catch that being pointed at anyone, I don't think. Sometimes I do catch stuff like that, and I don't even realize it, because I have the camera pointed that way, but I'm looking at something else. And then my streams are 3 hours long, so I don't have time to rewatch the entire stream, pretty much ever. But I will scrub through them if there's important events that happen. Usually like ICE agents coming out, arrests, stuff like that. I try and go through and rewatch parts of. Yeah, unfortunately, Pocket Sandy, ICE doesn't always follow rule of law. They do plenty of illegal stuff. Yeah, ICE has a lot of loopholes, they claim, whether they're, stretches or not. They have a lot of excuses to justify what they do when it's wrong. No, you're not the only one here so tired. Do you have your chat settings wrong? Make sure you're on, not top chat, but the all chat. What's it called? All messages. Oh, I did not catch the gun when the girl screamed that there was a gun pointed at her. I think he just kind of showed that he had a gun. I don't think he actually pulled it out and pointed it, from what I gathered from other people. I did catch his license plate, but someone yells they have a gun, your natural instinct isn't to run up and put your phone in their window. Nothing super exciting happened, meow meow. It is cold out here. We have another car pulling up and stopping, it looks like. I'm not sure what this one's about either. I think he's the person in the car is asking if Tommy's here. Oh yeah. I think that was a woman that chased the cop car, but I'm not sure. Yeah, someone chased the cop car down. That was kind of funny. Making signs for friends? That sounds cool. Oh. Lacey's coming over. Or not. Oh, I was hoping we'd have a pink frog in front, but I guess not. If you came into the stream late and you haven't hit the like button yet, I'd appreciate it if you did. All you have to do is double tap the screen on a phone or tablet, or just hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, Fox aired 2 very short clips of mine. They credited me on both of them. It was pretty interesting because they used a lot of clips on the story, and I think I was the only one they credited. Which I guess was smart of me to, specifically ask to be credited. I guess they probably wouldn't have otherwise. Honestly, I didn't see the whole story. Bree just screen recorded the part where my clip was, so I don't know how the whole story went. So the local Fox News in Portland isn't super conservative like national Fox is. It's actually, it feels like they're kind of one of the more, not more progressive, but less conservative of the channels, the local news. Calling me during the stream. Gotta watch out for CBS. This is outside the ICE facility in Portland, Oregon, Annika. There's pretty much no one in front of the building right now. I could switch it over here. We have a few people. We've got more people hanging out under the shelter, including Blaze. Hey, how did you guys like it early in the stream when I switched the camera around when Blaze and I were talking, so it was just on us instead? It's hard for me to do that if two people are talking, unless I put the phone really far away. Pretty much either you get a close-up of me or them, and most people aren't comfortable kind of having the phone on them like that, so it just ends up being a close-up of me. It worked out tonight. I was able to put the phone far enough away that we were kind of both in the shot.
Life used to be better back in the old days, don't you think?
And he's off. So that guy really seems to be anti-media and anti-livestream, but then he goes down in front of the protest and films himself playing music, sometimes for hours at a time. He's a little different. Honestly, on these long streams, on slow nights, someone wants to come up and say weird stuff on camera, at least it breaks up the time. I just found my bag of stickers on the ground that must have fallen out of my pocket. Good thing they're in a Ziploc bag. Oh man, we're only 2 hours in. This night is dragging. I am freezing cold. So Tired's in here, Bree. So Tired asked if she was the only one in here. So I don't know. I can see So Tired's messages. Maybe something's going on if you can't see her messages. Oh, I've got to take my stocking hat off. It's soaking wet. Hey, Blaze is coming over.
This is what I'm jealous of the frogs. Their head goes like backwards, but when I do this, it's like pushing me forward all the time. Yeah.
Bree put on the Cartman inflatable the other night. Couldn't see a thing through it.
Oh yeah.
It's mesh, so I had to like hold her hand and drag her around.
Yeah, it's surprisingly difficult to see this compared to like regular vision.
She couldn't see a thing though because it's like mesh and her face was far enough back, like she couldn't see her hand in front of her face.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So like Jordy spent a bunch of time putting it on and she didn't want to take it off immediately, you know? So like I held her hand and had to walk her around.
I think people are kind of wrapping up.
Yeah, it's only 9:15.
Yeah, I think it's
9:22.
it's always interesting. It's like people show up later. It's dumb.
Yeah, I was hoping people would show up after the City Hall thing, but
I think
it always seemed
some did, but
maybe they were just all kind of hanging over. Well, no, I guess we got a few people up there for like half an hour.
yeah, there were some people like Leilani was just over there, and I think she was at the City Hall. But yeah, there's a group up there that I think came to City Hall. They're chilling, but oh, I remember I was going to say like about like social media and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like I literally like don't use social media at all. I think it's good to be informed. Like I mean I use like Threads, but like I never really look at it or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I have a TikTok that I just use to like watch videos. And
I'm
stuff.
the same way. I have Facebook. I use it for Facebook Marketplace and the message free. That's it.
Yeah, I got rid of all that shit.
And that's the only account I really have.
Like, I don't even check like Discord really all that much anymore. I used to use it all the time, but then ever since I stopped gaming and stuff, I just don't need for it.
Well, I have Discord for my Discord channel, but even then,
Yeah.
like, I'm in there, like, I try and go in once a day, but I usually don't even get in once a day.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to reach out for that. But, no, I'll use it to talk. I do like checking your Discord stuff. Like, just want to see what people have to say. But, no, but one thing that was really funny was, like, I was notified of like MAGA accounts and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like people are like, oh, these MAGA people are obsessed with you, and I'm like, who? And like they like showed me these like accounts on X that have like quite a lot of followers, like getting mad at me or whatever. And
How
I'm like,
dare he stand there and keep to himself?
Well, it's like they were saying things. I mean, obviously, like everything like says is pretty much just a lie. Like one of them was saying that like I was talking to you and obsessing about like Ground Zero and Danny Rebel or whatever.
Yeah, we had like a 10-minute talk.
Was it even 10 minutes? I thought it was like 5 seconds.
It was.
I said like he needs to watch out because he'll
Yeah,
get like
it was
pepper
like
sprayed
just a minute or two. Yeah, there was a whole thing. They were like, yeah, Nathan just stands there and talks all day. He was absolutely upset. I was like, no, we talked about it for like a minute
Well,
on
they
a
didn't provide the
3-hour-long stream.
But like I was being told that person was like obsessing with me, and I'm like, I don't even know who this person is. And that's like always that's the really funny thing because like down here, you know, like it's always cool hearing these things like, you know, people from all over the world like see ya or whatever like that. But like it's literally like you come down here and like these are the people you see. You don't see everybody in the virtual world and stuff like that. And like since I don't really pay attention to social media, like I don't know who's talking about like me or like this protest down here and stuff.
Nobody's talking about you.
Yeah, and so like it's just always kind of funny seeing these accounts that you know, like are posting things. And,
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, who the fuck are you? I don't even know who you are, and you're all mad about me. It's great. I always find that funny. But,
Yeah. I don't really give a fuck about them anyway, but.
well, I mean, I totally don't because I'm not gonna like pay attention.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really funny the other day. I was just like, I don't know this person. I don't know this person. Why are they mad at me? What did I do? You know, like I'm just vibing. You know?
So they have like TikTok channels and stuff where there'll be like 50 people in there and it's like a meeting style thing and they'll just like all get up and talk and it's so.
Oh, it's therapy.
Basically.
Yeah, family therapy. I did see one of those. I thought it was kind of funny. Like,
it's because you're a liberal.
Well, not really, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is always, like, kind of weird, because it's like, if you guys are, like, talking about, because, I mean, like, we discuss things down here, but it's not really organized, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff, but, like, I talk to some people, be like, yeah, I'll be there, or, like, hey, what do you think of this, like, idea of, like, an outfit or something, or an inflatable, or whatever, and that's kind of pretty much it. It's like, I don't understand these, like, little,
Oh, that's not good. Let's try that again.
But yeah, I don't understand the whole, like, let's have a live meeting and talk about all our differences. Because I saw one, like, I think someone in your Discord posted, I'm sorry whoever was watching, I forgot who it was that posted it, but, like Tommy was yelling at another person that I don't know who they are.
Oh, I don't know who any of them are.
Well, I heard it was someone that, like, stole a blanket or something.
Oh, yep.
But, like, apparently this guy tried to join Antifa, and Antifa didn't want him, which is interesting because Antifa is not a group. It's
Yeah.
like everybody that's watching right now is Antifa, except for the chuds. I mean, like, the people that are chuds are watching, but, like, if you're against fascism, what could that be?
That's the funny thing that always got me about, like, the right, like, Tommy's group. Like, if you're against I.C.E. or Antifa, like, everyone's Antifa, but then also it's a highly organized organization. Like, it can't be everyone and an organized group. Like, it's got to be one or the other. Like, you have to, like, in your fantasy, like, in order for it to make sense, it's got to be one or the other. It can't be both.
Yeah. It's like saying anti-vaxxers or some, like, organization or like that, and they, like, coordinate and stuff. Like, hey, if you don't like vaccines,
like, there
you have to sign this paper that says, I'm an anti-vaxxer, let me in, or whatever.
Right, like, there are groups of anti-vaxxers that talk to each other, but it's not, you know.
Oh, yeah. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, some of the people here, they're Blacklock. I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
But they're Antifa because they're standing against fascism. That's how it works, but they'll never understand it. I don't care. I'm still waiting to get paid, though. That's the main thing.
I know. Soros is late with his checks again.
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with that guy? But it is funny though, because, like, so the I don't know if we talked about this earlier, but the TRO got extended.
Yeah.
So, like, they submitted, and I wonder if they did it because of Travis, because he has, like, a Captain America outfit or shield or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, they used footage from Chicago where there was a guy that had, like, a Captain America shield that, like, threw I don't know, I'm assuming, like, a gas canister back, like a tear gas canister back.
Which seems reasonable.
Oh, yeah,
if they tear gas you to throw it back.
Yeah. And so, like, they use that as defense for using it here. And then so they're all like, no, it's going to extend because you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots and your evidence is, like, not even important.
Right.
And so the fact
was
that they
that
did
like
that,
their only evidence?
I guess. I don't know. But that's why the PRO got extended. So because of that, like, we're going to use that as evidence against them that they couldn't even submit proper evidence to why they did it when we all sued them for doing what they did.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so,
the ACLU is probably, like, all over that shit right now.
So that's what you get when you intentionally, like, I mean, Trump kind of built this government to be, like, disorganized, like, unqualified. You know, he put a bunch of idiots in there intentionally that didn't know what they're doing. And that's the result of it, is they can't even, like, you know, like, I could probably hire a lawyer for $200 an hour that's doing a better job than the government, you know, like, just some guy out of the phone book, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Cash Patel's got me 50. Yeah. Fuck guys. Anyways,
That's what his license plate says. You don't know.
oh, cool. That was something happening.
Oh! Annabella Rose, thank you for becoming a pretender.
The bubbles are laced with LSD.
Nice.
But yeah, the funny thing is like with the lawsuits, is technically maybe we are getting paid to be down here because we're gonna probably get compensation for.
I need to get in on this lawsuit. Is
Oh,
it a
it's
class
ACLU.
action?
It's ACLU, I think is doing it.
Annabella, thank you for becoming a member. Everyone, welcome Annabella to the Pretenders. I doubt, you spread out that kind of money and it's usually not, doesn't come out to much per person, but
I mean, they get billions of dollars.
the idea is that, combined it's enough to hurt them. But that's the thing, is they get like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, they basically get all the money they want,
Well, the federal government does, but not the people that work in it. So these DHS members.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I either they understand or don't. But like, if they get $50,000, they get $10,000 a year, and it's taxed. So realistically, they get 2/3 of that. So
Yeah.
like 6,000,
$6,500 or something. Yeah.
But if they quit or they lose their job,
Some other guy filming over here.
but if they quit or lose their job, then they can they have to pay that all back. So if they like sign on, they get the $10,000. I'm assuming they probably have to work like a few weeks or months or something like that to get the $10,000. They get the $10,000, and then they realize that being told to go like go kill yourself or like whatever is being shouted at them is like not worth their time, their money, everything like that, being absolutely hated, being followed, and everything like that, and ruining your entire life over it is not worth that little $10,000. They then like owe the federal government $10,000 back, despite that they were taxed initially and only got $6,500 whatever dollars.
Yeah, that sucks. That's horrible.
Well, that's what they sign up for.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, that's awful because, like, if you grow a conscience and want to quit, you're fucked, Like, you show up and then you realize, like, oh, I'm doing some seriously evil shit. They're treating me like shit. Everyone hates me.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this weekend though will be a little exciting. Like it's Thursday tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Thursdays onward are always a little exciting, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are usually really slow, and then it starts to pick up. Although Monday this week was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know it was President's Day because I don't pay attention to that shit. I didn't have it off, so I just worked and then went and hung out with my friends. But I had a good time. Like honestly, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this week was like kind of what I needed. Like get refreshed and everything. Like I really liked Sunday's protest. That was really cool.
DJ Darren was drunk. Did you talk to him that night?
Sunday?
Yeah.
I introduced myself actually because he said he didn't know who I was. It's kind of interesting. So like and obviously this is nothing against him at all. Like I signed up initially for Uprise.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was something where it's like a little bit of coordination, but it was like it was just the DJs, and then kind of the organizer. But they like do more of the Frog Brigade stuff. And again, I'm not saying anything bad about them at all. Like everyone has their own way of protesting. It's just like my way is more of like. Because like, so a little off topic, but like after No Kings, I was like, what do we do now? Like, okay, like what's next, right? And so that was kind of thing. They like hit me up and they're like, all right, well our next event is going to be January 10th. And this is like back in November, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll see you guys then. But like, I'm gonna go and protest every day. What the fuck is that sound? Oh, they're packing up. So like, I kind of know who DJ Darren is, but I guess maybe he just forgot who I was. So I thought he like knew who I kind of was.
Well, did he see you outside of your suit when you were there? Or?
No, I don't think he's ever seen me outside.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really come outside of the suit much.
I think I've only seen your face once, now that I think about it.
I mean, I don't really
Unmasked.
Well, I also, like, it's kind of funny because, like, I actually don't really care that much. Like, it's just, like, when I saw them, like, AI my face, I'm like, oh, this is
That was
funny.
so funny.
Like, well, it's funny because, like, they use the picture of me talking to you with the sign. Like, the reason I, like, wasn't wearing a beanie is, like, I've done that before when I was talking to them, the chuds.
Yeah.
And so, like, I thought, like, you know, because, like, here's the thing. If they unmask me, right, they get my name and everything like that, what that does is makes my real life, like, as famous as a dinosaur, right? Like, it's, I don't really see the bad thing about that, but I do it because I think it's funny. It's hilarious to me that people are, like, obsessed with me so much that they're trying to, like, use AI to figure out what I look like, and they just, like, come up with, like, the worst fucking thing ever.
So someone attempted to dox me one time, at least one time that I know of, and it was funny because they had the wrong person, and I felt really bad because, like, that's someone real out there, I'm assuming,
Oh, yeah.
that, like, you know, I don't know if anyone ever did anything, but, like, that would suck if they were, like, getting phone calls in the middle of the night or something, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, like, because I know a lot of people that they've wrongly doxed, and there's some down here where I'll call them their dox me. Yeah. But yeah, I'll jokingly call them their dox name and stuff, as a joke and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really see, like, the bad thing about, like, being unmasked and stuff. I mean, look at, like, Lacey and Jordy and stuff. Like, they don't give a fuck. Their last names out there and everything. And, like,
I mean,
you know?
I've never worn a mask down here. I'm a pretty public figure, I guess.
Yeah.
I show my face on here.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that do, and, like, it's just, honestly, like, there's nothing on me, so, like, they would just call me or something, but,
Yeah.
you know, like, alright. I kind of want to know what happened to Iceman when I came out of all I know is he humbled up pretty quickly, and they all started doing that, so, who knows, maybe they,
I would have to imagine Iceman changed his number after he gave it out.
I do think
but
probably, I mean, I would, like,
I would think, but who knows?
yeah. Well, so somebody said that, like, he might have business attached or something like that, but, like, anything. In the end, it was just a harmless prank. Like, if anything, like, if he did get a bunch of, like, death threats by his own people, then I just wanted to, like, show him, like, hey, this is what your people say to you and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Antifa taco. It's pretty well decorated these days. And that's what the camp's looking like these days. It's pretty full of household items.
Yeah. Have you seen Jack in a while?
No, I don't even think I've seen him. I didn't see him last weekend. I don't know if I saw him weekend before even. Yeah, it's been actually a long while since I've seen Jack.
He's been in your chat, though, right?
I think he's been on my chat once or twice.
Okay. As long as he's good. He might be on vacation. But that's
Yeah.
No, as long as he's okay, though.
At some point, I'm gonna take some time off. More than 2 days, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna be moving probably soonish. Sooner rather than later, so, like,
Yeah, you can't come every night forever, you know.
I don't know.
Or 5 or 6 nights a week. Like, eventually you gotta take a little break, I think.
I will say, like, so I'll say, first of all, like, there's gonna, like, we were talking about it earlier, there's gonna be a time where I'm coming down here, but I'm not the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, you know, I talk to a lot of people, and I'm like, oh, you know, joking with them, like, you should wear an inflatable, like, it's raining, you should wear an inflatable, or like that, like I said. joking. They're like, no, it like restricts your movement, and it does. Like,
Yeah.
if something bad happened, like all the times the tear gas, and I was already on the front line when they did it. Like, I can't really run away from that.
No.
Especially when they throw it right behind you, and so.
Yeah, you're
Envision.
stuck there basically, especially if it's a crowd,
Yeah, and I don't want to trample people, and it was the same thing with like vision. Like, it is hard to see anything, so like it is very different being out of it than in it. By the way, you want to stand at the line or is
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like let's go support the.
We're going to the front lines. Here, we can jaywalk and then catch boys coming up. Blaze cam.
Yay. Oh no, I'm gonna get AI generated again. But yeah, do you have like signal issue over here, right, or something like that?
I used to, and then I got, I switched hotspots from AT&T to T-Mobile and never had an issue again.
Oh shit.
I guess I switched to T-Mobile and I got a better hotspot and it solved everything.
Looks like Rabbit's coming down, so he might start using the megaphone. But actually, wait, is it 10 o'clock?
I don't think
No idea
so.
what time it is.
I think it's like 9:30, 9:42. So we got a little bit of megaphone time if we want.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say, like, kind of having 2 days off and stuff, like, where I actually like went kind of good.
Make way, make way.
When I like did some stuff, it was kind of like, it's good to live again a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna slow down. Like, until shit changes, I don't see myself giving up. I mean, I don't really do anything like illegal down here.
I want to take some time off, but I want the weather to get better so I can like do something on my time off. Like go for a trip or ride my bike every day or something.
But yeah, it was just nice to like be in my private life again.
Yeah.
Like on the weekends, like Saturdays, I do like early morning protests. Then I can kind of take some time to like watch a show I like or whatever, and then come here. And that's like my day. And then Sundays, I do this amazing thing where I'll like sleep, right? And I just wake up whenever the fuck and I don't leave my bed for a while. And then I come here. So Sunday's my way of like rejuvenating myself and whatnot. And then like the days that I do take off,
Well, I usually take Monday off, but then like usually there's several hours worth of stuff like just relating to the channel that I need to catch up on. And then like all the shit I haven't done all week, so then it's like Monday's in a way my busiest day,
Yeah. That was kind of how it was with Thursdays as well, because it's like I got all these chores and shit I gotta do. And I'm gonna be here tomorrow though because I'm sort of gone twice.
I'll say something I've never said in my life. Give me some head!
Give me some head. Hell yeah.
You're nothing but a bunch of Nazis that Trump brought up a chemo. Chemo Nazi.
Nazi.
I love the idea of Trump buying ICE agents off Temu.
I don't know what Temu is, but like I got the idea just from all the Temu.
Temu is like the cheapest Chinese website. Like, you can buy like anything you want for like $1.
Oh, I think my niece maybe was doing that stuff like a few years ago.
That's all you like to do.
But pretty much all of it's like super low quality.
It's the Demon Jesus guy. He is an Antifa. I I do believe that. He's a little weird sometimes.
So he walked up, I think, attempting to block my camera and stood right in front of my camera, but I was zoomed in and he was just like a couple inches. So he's standing there doing this and he wasn't in the frame.
Yeah, he kept trying to say something.
Eventually he shifted over a bit. Driveway's picked up, but it's been through a bit. Needs a good power washing.
Yeah, I kind of think they realize it's just gonna be fucked up again. It looks really nice though. I think it looks beautiful. You know, it got some
Well decorated.
got some blood.
I haven't seen you send anyone out for lube, so I think the circle here is not going for good tonight, huh? Who's the pivot boy?
I've only got $5 in donations tonight after 3 hours of standing in the pouring rain and 30-degree weather. That is rough. Oh man, so I returned my other phone because there's like a laser for your zoom lens and that went bad so it wouldn't focus when I zoomed in and it was inside the return window. So I'm like, well, I better like return it, and thinking I bought it on Amazon, and usually when you return something on Amazon, like you get the money the next day or like the day after that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm gonna return it, and then when I get that money, buy another phone, and I'll be here in a day. So I returned it, and then they're like, well, it can take 2 weeks because it's a phone, we've got to inspect it.
Oh.
So this is like an old phone of mine, but I'm really hoping the return money comes through quick. Hey!
I have a couple things to ask you. Monday, night before last when you were on here Monday night,
Yeah.
you caught some stuff and you were telling one reporter that they could use as long as they cite your name.
Yeah.
And I asked you that before, so I had a couple of reporters today. I was may contact you. May have already.
I haven't checked my mail since I've been on, but I don't think I got anything before I left.
They might.
That'd be cool.
They came up and were asking me a couple questions. And I was saying about how you caught some arrests on Monday night.
Yeah.
Stuff, and they said they may.
It was cool. Did you see the newscast?
Your stream?
The newscast that they used the clips on.
Oh.
So it was on Fox.
So they did use it, yeah, it was KTV.
Yeah, so they used a bunch of clips, like, all together on the newscast. I was the only one they credited, so I'm glad I said that, because I don't think they would have otherwise.
Right. Put a credit on it. And you like that?
Yeah.
So if some other, the reporters, one was from, pretty sure it was Point.
Okay, 6.
And maybe the Oregon Live reporter. Well, she was standing there too. See, this is down at the courthouse. I was there today. And afterwards, and there was an independent journalist who might contact.
That'd be cool.
Every one of them, I said, just ask, you need to ask him first and get him be able to credit on the site.
Yeah.
I said he would want you to find him. But I came out here to ask you a bigger question. So I heard that, and I didn't realize this is, I watched a bunch of your stream Monday night, and I didn't catch it. there were a number of arrests.
Yeah.
And stuff.
4
But-
and then 1, and 2
But the
people
big-
got
The
away.
big thing is that apparently did you catch this? They used pepper balls.
No, I didn't see them use pepper balls. Was it like when they were running?
But it might be in your stream that
I should check.
possibly, but that might be hard to see. Go back, and I'm looking at your stream, and you know that tiny vertical
Yeah.
thing. See, this is big. That's like violation of the TRO.
Hold on one second. Junity, thank you for the $25. Junity says, I don't necessarily agree with you, but appreciate your consistency and effort and dedication. Keep at it. Thank you so much, Junity. I try and be out here every night and just show what I see, you know. I'm not unbiased, but I try and be as fair and as balanced as I can be down here. I will have to look and see. Do you know when, like what time they use the pepper balls?
Well, so the security guard over here got pepper ball, got caught up in it. So I've already confirmed it. I was hoping that
The security guard guy. Huh.
either he got hit. You know, I should confirm that one. Either he got hit himself, or close enough that it was making his throat and
Yeah.
his eyes and throat.
So the TRO was specifically from shooting at the head, neck, or torso. So I think they were still allowed to shoot at the ground, but
Well, or like during an arrest, so they were, you know, they grabbed.
but they don't usually let them off away from the ICE building ever.
So you're right that maybe that then wasn't a violation of the TRO. But say the lawyers would want to know that, and the judge would probably want to know that too, whether they violated. I thought it was just that no munitions could be used. Restraining order against all munitions, unless they were in danger or something.
The
you know.
pepper ball and rubber bullets, there were like certain stipulations around.
Oh.
So apparently the TRO got renewed because the evidence they used was from Chicago, not Portland. Like,
Yeah, that's terrible. They probably didn't have good evidence on their side.
or they're just incompetent.
Because there's like thousands of evidence against them.
Yeah,
They couldn't produce any good evidence to back them up.
yeah, that says a lot right there, you know. And it's not, you know, I mean, there's thousands of hours of footage between all the different people that film down here. If they had a case, they'd be able, you know, if something happened, they'd be able to find footage of it if they needed to.
So Monday night, I would have wanted to alert, you know, the Jack the Chicken Man,
Uh-huh.
plaintiff, about that, if there was a violation, but maybe technically there wasn't. So
I think the
it wouldn't amount to-
stipulation for pepper balls was head, neck, or torso. At least that was my understanding of
I
it.
didn't read his whole ruling. It's only like 20 pages or something, but I read the summaries of his ruling. I didn't read the whole 20 pages, so maybe I could do that and check what it says in there. All right. I'm hoping it goes watch that court case too,
Yeah.
when it's actually in the courtroom.
Oh, like go to the courtroom and check it out? That'd be cool.
Well, I did for this case, so
They don't allow cameras in courtrooms, right?
no, not even a recording.
That would be cool.
Not even a voice recording.
I could go do sketches.
What?
I could go do courtroom sketches and then go out and show them.
someone told me at first that it was tear gas. So, and then someone else said they heard pepper balls. So, and then the security guy just confirmed that it was pepper ball.
You know, people that aren't
He said
down
no,
here.
it wasn't tear gas, cloud.
Here they come.
Tear gas in the air.
People who aren't down here a lot just don't know the difference between all of it. It's like it burns your eyes. Unfortunately, we've all become experts. They clear the driveway and Bunny said eat a dick.
Why don't you quit your job? Get on the right side of history. The offer still remains for every one of you to quit your job to receive half a dozen donuts. I don't care if you eat the donut or if you fuck the donut. I will not keep shaming you. However, you will have to refill it yourself.
Thank you again for the $25, Junity. I really appreciate it.
Just like the law and order down in I.C.E. Nobody fucking loves you. Nobody wants you. Everybody hates you. Your children are going to hate you when they grow up. You always think you're going to be popular in the jail when there's trial. So you're going to fucking release these people one at a time. Really? That's very unprofessional. Why don't you take out your tactical janitor? You've had this fucking piece of garbage up here on this I.C.E. under this light for like 3
Tactical janitor.
44 was a lot better tactical janitor than yours. Generally, it's good at that.
Oh, I'm gonna call it. It's 10 o'clock.
Twilight was saying that there might be people coming down from City Hall. I don't know if you heard that.
So,
She said that about 15, 20 minutes ago.
really, 15? So I figured they'd wrapped up there a while ago. They're still. I'm Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Good to meet you.
I was trying, I know you were chatting and stuff, so I was like, oh, I was going to say hi, but then you were chatting to somebody else. And I was like, but anyways, yeah, so she was saying that it had just wrapped up at City Hall around like 9:40-ish. And then people might stop and get something to eat on their way down here, so there might be more people coming down. So I don't know. I just thought I'd pass on the info and go from there. But I might also, my toesies are closed.
I know, I've been out here 3 hours, so I think it's my witching hour.
Yeah, totally fair. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always good to know what's going on, you know.
I figured the City Hall thing was done a long time ago.
That's
if
what,
anybody
like.
Would come down from it, it would have been a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought they'd be down like 7 o'clock, you know, but if I would have known it was gonna run this late, I would have gone to City Hall instead of here.
Still a lot of people like out front for a while and stuff. I'm like, well, I was kind of kicking myself for not just driving by there at least on the way here. It's like what I really should have done. I was just thinking like once they were dismissed, went back virtual for a little bit. Like they probably ramp up soon. I guess I just.
Yeah, this is the second City Hall thing I've slept on, and then it's ended up being kind of a big deal. So I need to pay better attention.
Yeah, and I was needing to get down there tonight, and then I got in my own way getting out of the house, which happened.
Yeah, I didn't have time before, and you know, I was like, well, I'm gonna be down here at 7. It'll probably be over, or close to over, but judged it wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. It was good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Oh yeah, I am too cold to stay out another 20 minutes and see if people show up. I do have a lot of people viewing. If my hands weren't so cold, I would stay a little late tonight just to see, but kind of wiped. We got a couple of new members today. That was awesome. Let me pull up my little thing here. Chat filter, fan funding. So, Kathy Whitney and Annabella Rose both became pretenders today. So thank you guys very much for becoming members. And then Sprite donated $5 early on. And Junity really saved the day with a $25 donation. It would have been really, really rough coming out and freezing my butt off and only getting $5. That wouldn't even cover my gas coming down. So I really, really appreciate that, Junity. I have not checked Cash App and Venmo. I only have this one phone. I don't have a second phone to check anything while I'm down here right now. So if anyone donated on Cash App or Venmo, thank you very much. If you want to donate on Cash App or Venmo, they are both PretendMedia, all one word. And I also have the Patreon. Oh, I didn't get a chance to thank my Patreon members today. I will tomorrow. If you want to support me long term, that's a really good way to do it. Starts at $5 a month, which is less than 20 cents a stream. And you can go to patreon.com/PretendMedia. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I'll be back down here at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Have a good night.